Nate Helming here, expert contributor for Reebok One, and I'm going to talk about shoulder warm-ups you can do with your PVC pipe. It's a nice way to not only warm yourself up for whatever workout or upper body workout you're about to do, but honestly, just to sort of maintain good shoulder range of motion. Most of our day-to-day, even as an active individual, lives somewhere around here. Very rarely do we challenge ourselves all the way back here and all the way up overhead. So we're gonna go through a sequence of things together. You can do this with a PVC pipe, you could do this with a band, you could do this with a towel. I'm gonna start with my hands nice and wide, thumb and forefinger on the grip, and I'm just gonna get started with some shoulder passes. My belly and butt's very tight. I wanna make sure I'm in a nice straight line here, and I'm only going as far back as my shoulder will let me. So notice that if I get stuck here, I'm not trying to bend my elbows to get back all the way, right? That's not exactly the same thing. I'm trying to keep this nice and straight all the way through. If I can only go back this far, that's cool. That's as far back as I'm gonna go. And I'm gonna get about 10 to 20 passes here. For those of you guys like one additional challenge, I can go for a tighter grip, and then I can even bring my hands in a little bit tighter this way. Good. Once I have that, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna grab this PVC pipe behind my back. My palms are facing forward, so check this out. I'm here. I'm gonna do another set of shoulder passes. You didn't think your shoulders could bend this way, they can. And I'm gonna go ahead and do some passes this way. Now when I hold on to the PVC pipe here, notice how this tends to twist my fingers off. I'm getting a nice forearm grip here. So I want a nice tight grip. Once again, go as low as I can go forward. I'm gonna go back and forth for 10 to 20. If my shoulders really don't want to bend this way, I can let gravity do a little assistant work for me. So I'm gonna, as I kind of bring this PVC pipe up overhead, I'm just gonna hinge over into a little good morning position. Gravity's gonna help carry this over, and then I'm gonna go back, and then I'm gonna stand. Go forward, back. But once you've done this a few times, boom, you're gonna go here. This is really, really nice. Finally, I'm gonna flip this pipe back around. I'm gonna go back to this grip. I'm gonna go wider than I did initially in both of those. And I'm just gonna start with thumb and forefinger again. One hand is gonna go by one pocket. I'm gonna go up and overhead, so that this is now behind me. And then I'm gonna go up and overhead with the other side. Up and overhead, up and overhead. As I do this one, this is really gonna get a lot of length out of this whole side of my body, through my lats, through my shoulders, through my triceps. Nice stretch through there. I can get 5 to 10 passes one way. Once I have that, I can go ahead and get 5 to 10 passes the other way. So, to review, I've got this. I flip it around, it's behind. I've got this, right? And then finally, what I have is these little around the worlds. Just so you're keeping up with me. I know we're moving kind of fast. Now, finally, the last thing I want to work on, it's a little trickier, but it's a good one, is going to be a little bit of shoulder flexion and external rotation. So I'm going to hold this PVC pipe out in front. I'm going to bring this back to the outside edge of my shoulder right here. My elbow is pointing straight ahead like a laser beam. I'm going to grab this with my other hand, the PVC pipe down below. Now, I've set my wrist up so it's a strong wrist. It's not extended back. And what I'm going to go ahead and do is just pull this pipe across this way. Notice that this is just adding that external rotation of the shoulder. I start here. Good. I'm going to go back and forth here. Pulse, hold for a couple seconds. Relax. Maybe I can go a little bit deeper. Now notice as I do this, I'm not letting my elbow go away. I'm keeping it straight ahead, and I'm not letting the pipe fall out of my fingers, right? So these are two no-nos because I'm not really mobilizing the shoulder. I'm either letting the elbow go or I'm letting the wrist go. So I want to keep both of those on and tight and connected. Once I have that, I can flip over. You like that? And I can do the other side. If you don't have the cool little practiced ninja moves, I am a professional exercise demonstrator. I'm going to go ahead and start with this in the other hand, bring this across here, reach across this way, and I start to pull across this way. So we have our 3 or 4 PVC pipe little shoulder exercises to get us nice and open up top. Nate Helming for Reebok One. See you later.